And so now it's time for this week's Altar-Cations. Altar-Cations is a segment here on Amber Live that brings attention that while state legislatures are proposing and passing laws condemning and targeting the gay, drag, trans communities for so-called grooming and sexual exploitation of children, they ignore where the real grooming and exploitation is happening inside their religious schools and churches. Here are this week's examples. The Diocese of Oakland has announced it is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in light over 330 lawsuits alleging child sexual abuse. In a press release, the Roman Catholic Bishop of Oakland says that the lawsuits have come after a new California statute allows claims that have expired to be filed. Many fear that this is a ploy to avoid paying restitution to the church's victims. Spencer Lucas, an attorney for 20 survivors, says, "This is not a get-out-of-jail-free card. The diocese will be forced to put up significant financial compensation, and we hope the diocese will disclose assets and how mistakes on behalf of children were made." In March, the Diocese of Santa Rosa, California, filed for bankruptcy, citing lawsuits from more than 200 survivors of child sexual abuse by Catholic priests. I don't know of any gay bars or drag shows that have had to file bankruptcies under similar conditions. Do you? A former nurse at an all-boys Catholic high school in St. Louis was charged with multiple sex crimes after allegations of inappropriate conduct with a student. Aaron Forrestal was charged with 2 felonies, 1 count of second-degree statutory sodomy and 1 count of sexual conduct with a student. According to charging documents, Forrestal performed oral sex on a student under the age of 17 earlier this year. Forrestal has made a full confession. Kids are safer at Drag Story Hour, don't you think? Michael Zacharias was on trial this week in Ohio, charged on 1 count of sex trafficking of a minor, 2 counts of sex trafficking of a minor by force, fraud or coercion, and 7 counts of sex trafficking of an adult by force, fraud, or coercion while he was a priest. 3 men testified during the trial's first 5 days that Zacharias groomed them for sexual activity when they were minors. A former student testified that the former priest began cultivating a relationship when the boy was in 8th grade. And it's drag queens doing the grooming? We'll update this story in our next edition of Altar-Cations.